Hello and welcome back. So today I thought I would do a Wua account update. Kind of did that a little bit when I got Luke. So kind of wanted to update as we are on the road to Qiuyuan. He comes this week. And yeah, he comes this week with Sigrika, however you pronounce her name. I have no interest in her, but I will be pulling Qiuyuan. He looks super cool. Don't care. He's a sub DPS. Should have been a main DPS. But I'm not in the design room with him. But I wanted to give a quick account update and the plans and what I have and trying to go for them. So let's get started. The first thing we'll look at the overall account progress. So I am a Soul 3 rank 6 now and a Union level 53. So that's quite an update from whatever I was last time. I've been really trying to chunk away at getting leveled. I think the last time we did a review, I was stuck on level 60 for my characters. So I was finally able to break through, and now we have level 80 as our max, and we're on our way, to get to level 90 characters. So that will be dope.
I see my way clear.
I've been working on getting some of my characters updated and trying to build a couple of teams and kind of get things straightened out. So first, let's look at this team here. We have Calculator. I'm trying Mortefi, Mortefi, however you pronounce it. I'm trying him to do the off-screen, off-field damage during his liberation. I like it. It's fun. I don't know if it's like a mega damage going on there, but it's nice. I like it. So we'll take a look at these guys. And then my primary team, we got the doctor in the house, Sanhua and Verina. So let's take a quick look at my first character that I got and see where everything is at.
I see my way clear.
So we got him at level 80, and we're still working on him, not done. So we got him at level 80. Right now he's using the Lustrous Razor, which I was also able to go get some of the base 5-star weapons. Lustrous Razor, I have another one. I got the guns and swords, so we'll show that as well. So I was able to get beyond the trainer swords that we have in the game and all that other stuff. So to get at least some decent options on this character. For him, I think I will be going back to the Wildfire Mark. Why don't I have that on him to begin with? I'm learning. Listen. So I think I will be going back to him, but I don't have the resources to get this to level 80 right now. So he's just kind of going to stick with this right now. Every single character needs work on echoes. I guess I could... Oh, what's this? Oh, this is a skin. Okay. I'm going to do that. I like this. Kind of cool. Anyway, every single character needs work on Echo. So everyone that I have is just going to be at a... this is what you get until we can get the resources. I want to get double crit on everything. But yeah, it's going to be we're going to struggle bust it until we can get some good echoes for everyone. So we'll just go through the list of prioritizing which characters get what. And I'm on team 2 because this is the team I was currently getting updated and building. And so with him, I played him so long without his skills upgraded, and I finally like threw in some time and got all the resources and everything to get his skills updated as much as I could. I think last time we were being stuck at me being needing to ascend to rank 5. We did that, and so he's busting there. Right now he's S4. Um, like I get everything else except for him. I'm not pulling for him anymore presently because I want to pull for Qiuyuan. But man, it was like when I wasn't pulling for him, I was getting him. But then when I tried to pull for him, I'm not getting him. It hates me. But you just need the last two to finish him out. And I'm hoping, you know, maybe it's on a banner where they don't have the character I want that I can buy his wave bands. So we'll see. But that's our boy. He leads this team. We got
Understood.
Shorekeeper.
I am here to serve your will.
We're going to keep her level 70 right now. I got the Cosmic Ripples for her. Got her rank 2. Needs all the work. And I need to work on her skills to get these updated. But we got them updated a little bit. This is some materials here. So hopefully we can get her updated, at least this here. That will be very nice. And she is S0. Got her, quote unquote free or whatever box in the game. So I like her. And Mortefi,
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
you got it. And so right now we have him at level 60. I think I want to try to get him to level 70 and keep it there, but I may just keep him here. He's not on the field much. It's just to get him on, trigger his skills so he can do off-field damage, and then switch to Calculator here and have them combo. So I got him the Static Mist, pulled for that, got it on him. It's at a good spot. I'm not going to level this further. Again, resources. Need to do some work here, but we're making progress. I spent the last 2 days trying to get him up to level 60. He was like at level 40, level 30 before. And we got him up to level 60 and get his resources. And also we touched some of his skills here to get them upgraded. Right now we need to ascend him further to further upgrade those. And, because you get so many copies of him, he is S6. So let's show my primary team a little update on Luuk here.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
We got Verina. She was, the copies we got for her was a 50-50 loss. I got her the Comet Flare. I think everything else I have is tied up. And so I just went with this one because it got a healing bonus. She needs work here. We did upgrade some of her skills, so she does a little bit more, especially these two, her primary or inherent skills. Got those upgraded. And then she's an S1. Next,
I should
Sanhua.
try to smile more, you say.
I
Like
love her,
this?
which is why I got her skin, other skin here. I really like this character. And she's at level 70. We got her the Emerald Genesis on rank 4. She needs some work here. And we got some of her skills updated as well. And she's S6. Then our boy Luuk. We already pretty much had
The
him
incision has to be clean.
full
What
at
a
the
mess for
time.
suturing.
We already had him full at the time. But he still needs some work. I think in working on his echoes, we got his crit rate up, but we lost crit damage, and I would like to get his crit damage up. So we got lots of work to do on his echoes. We already had his signature weapon, level 80 for both of them. And we put the most work in this, but again, it needs more. We need double crit on a lot more of his echoes here. And we also got mostly everything upgraded, and so we just need these final pieces once we are able to get these resources, but we're going to kind of be on pause right now. And we'll come back to these, but we got at least everything upgraded, and we just need to max these off to 10. And as always, like last time, he is S6. So I went ham on him, and I went ham on his signature rank 5. So he's completely maxed once we get these taken care of. So he's my number 1 team right now, my number 1 damage dealer to take places, and then Calcharo is the number 2. I am building a 3rd team. It's on pause right now, but I wanted to build this team here.
I'll do my best.
So we have Jianxin. I don't know how to pronounce her name. We want to get her up to level 70, maybe. This is more control and getting a shield. And
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles.
and
I
Danjin
didn't
taking
startle you, did I?
and Danjin taking the shield. So we fight, but she self damages herself until you can do the heavy attack, I believe, and she heals. So
do my
let's hop
best.
back here. As you see, we need echoes. So I have her in a celestial spirit, but I do have these available that I can put on her, the abyss surges. I just haven't because I don't want to spend any resources or anything upgrading her right now. So I'm sticking with celestial spirit, but I do have the abyss surges for her. Needs work. And we have not touched any of her skills. This is a brand new team, so just kind of playing around, see if I like them. And she is S5. Almost to the last one. Then we have Danjin.
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles.
She's
I
new.
didn't startle you, did I?
I am really starting to like her and try to understand her gameplay. I got her Emerald of Genesis as well. Rank 1. Needs work, obviously. I didn't touch any of her skills, and I won't because I don't want to spend the money or resources right now. And she is a 6.
I
Then
will
we
be
got
there
Rover.
for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
And he's level 60 right now. Again, needs lots of work. I have him a Havoc damage right now. We got the Defier's Thorn on him. I don't really have anything else or know anything else. I don't have any of the other recommended swords that I've seen people have for him. So we just have him on this for right now. Needs work, right? Needs work, upgrade, and we're on S4 for his Havoc. So, yeah, this is another time I'm just experimenting, playing with to see if I like.
I'll do my
But
best. Some
I will be there for
right now, I'm
like
just
I will
focused
be there for
on
everyone.
the other 2 teams. I'm focused on these 2. So once I get them sorted out as a team, because I think you need 2 unique teams to run for some of the in-game content. So this is what I'm trying to do. They may not be the most meta team, but just sometimes I don't want to run that. I want to have fun. even if I don't, clear certain things. What else? So the next focus, which is why I'm pausing on everyone, is I want to get Qiuyuan. That means I need all the resources I can possibly get to get him and then level him. So the plan is where I'm currently sitting. It's my Lunite and Astrite. So I think in total, I can probably have, if I convert this, the Lunite, I can probably get a total of like, what, 270 pulls or something? And I'll probably have more, but like 270 pulls for Qiuyuan. And so my plan for him is to get Qiuyuan. I'm going to do Qiuyuan, and then I'm going to get his signature. And from the pools of that, I will have enough coral. I already have enough for, if that's going to be the price for his wave band, I already have enough for one wave band. So we can get him to S1. And maybe during pooling, I will get enough for another wave band. And so then we can get him to S2. My overall goal is to get him to S3. So it depends if I'm lucky. So I would like to get Qiuyuan S3 with his signature weapon. And so I'm hoping at least 2 copies from just pulling. And my next character is guaranteed. So hopefully 2 copies from pulling him, and then maybe hopefully 2 copies from the wave bands. And then we can have 4 copies total for S3. So I'm hoping that I can do that. We will see. This is what we have. I will have, a little bit more than 270 pulls because I'm going to be doing quests, still doing activities. And I did early on purchase something, big surprise, right? I had gotten the weekly, and so I get 800 Astrite, like Wednesday, Thursday. I'll have it ready to get a pull on Qiuyuan. And then I also have the Lunite subscription. I got this some time ago. So I get 90 Astrite per day. So at least by Thursday, I should have about, if I convert my Lunite and everything, I should have about 28,168. I did the math, 28,168 Astrite to do pools with between the character and the weapon banner. And so then the other unknown number is going to be what I get from the missions and stuff like that. So that's currently the plan and what I'm looking for with upcoming characters. I do have to know, I'm not sure if I said it before, I am kind of a male-centered player. I prefer playing as dudes. Have no problem playing with female characters, but like the balance between male and female characters in this game or any modern gacha game is crazy. It's way off base. We know why, but I do prefer to play with male characters. So, I kind of make the decision like, okay, right now, I can save
I see my
more
way clear.
by like, okay, yes, I did pull these 2. I did pull these two. I actually know three. Then boom, boom, boom. I pulled those three. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull the rest of the male characters first before I pull any other female character. Unless Thea comes, I'm definitely going to pull her. 100%. If Thea gets rerun, I'm pulling her. No questions asked. But for the most part, that means I got after Qiuyuan, there's going to be two male characters, Brant, in which I really like his gameplay from one of the side stories in the game. You get to play as him. I really enjoyed his gameplay. And the other would be Chengli. He looks super cool. Can't wait to get him. And then I think that would be all the male characters in the game, which is crazy. Like one new male character a year or something like that. It's crazy. So that's going to be my focus. So in between then, hopefully I can get Calculator to S6. But otherwise, after Qiuyuan, I don't know what the rest is going to look like. But I think I'll be able to save my pools for the next male character. Or any reruns like with Qiuyuan. Hopefully I don't go crazy and S6
I see
him.
my way clear.
Yeah, hopefully I don't go crazy in S6 Qiuyuan, and I can just stick to get S3 and then wait till he's rerun again and then finish it out. But, you know, I didn't expect to S6 this guy. So, okay. That is enough about where the account currently is at. The progress we made, tons of progress, tons of fixing stuff, tons of trying to get resources back. So the remainder of this week, and probably this week and next week, is going to be finishing the story and missions because I'm trying to get resources for Qiuyuan, and I was looking, and one of the resources I need is this here, Truth and Lies. You need a lot of these. That means you got to farm this boss, which means I need to get to this location, and I can't get to this location because I have not done the quest for it. Yeah, so as you can see, I have not done the quest for it. So I need to do some questing so we can get there, so we can unlock this area to be able to farm that boss and get the materials to leveling Qiuyuan. So that's the end of the account update. Yapping too long. If you skipped to this part, we are just going to just play the missions, and I'm not going to do any commentary, so I'm just going to peep out, chill out, mute, and just play the game. You can throw it up in the background or whatever, but thanks for chilling with me, and let's get going.
John, how many more times must we go through this? I know you can't bear to lose your golden goose, but Mia's completely lost it. That woman's crossed the line.
Easy, easy. Haven't I already compensated you? Just bear with her a little longer. She's not losing it every time she steps into the arena, is she? She's just been under a lot of pressure.
She's not the only one under pressure. They're planning to bring Kerasaurs into the final. Do you realize how much money is at stake? Tell me, how can I trust a fighter like her to win the final?
I know Mia's unraveling, the hallucinations, the hysteria. It's been a lot.
Did you know she cries in the lounge? Can you believe it? A gladiator in the lounge crying. She can't even connect with the audience, including her fans. What use is being a great fighter if you can't hold the crowd?
We have no choice. The people of Septimont want to see her fight. If we take her out, the complaints will bury us. The star from Raguna, the champion of Septimont. That headline alone prints money.
That gladiator girl, Mia, was it? I hear she's got quite the following.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone loves her, as long as she's winning.
Before the great Aegon, I remember her performance was abysmal. Hysteria, they said, utterly unhinged. For someone with her fighting skills, it's shocking how far she fell. Her value plummeted to rock bottom. I thought she'd be done after that, but then that John dragged her out of the mud.
Oh yes, it's tragic, really. Poor Mia. John will wring every last credit out of her. How pitiful. My dear Lucius, you've surely heard about the underground pits by now, yes?
Oh? What are you thinking?
The commoners who bear grudges against the Senate, the vultures circling for profit. Rage simmers within them, a keg waiting to ignite. They're eager for chaos, bloodshed, and sacrifice. If we simply provide the spark, we'll make a fortune while eliminating untoward risks.
Delightful. Nothing like a bit of spectacle and strife to pass the time, is there?
Relax, Mia. You can do this. Hold on. It's all right. I'll be fine. It hasn't been all bad. I've met people who've supported me. They've cheered me on since I first stepped into the arena. But I know my limits. No matter how much I push myself, this is as far as I'll go. I love this. Gladiating. Just stepping into the arena makes me feel happy. But here, I I can't treat it like a hobby. And... oh, I want to be seen. To hear them cheer for me. Their laughter, their cheers. Oh, I want to win. I want to win so bad. And I need the money. Oh, divinity above. I hope I won't let anyone down. Oh, I need to be better. Much better. Warrior!
For an instant, I felt it. The Thrunodian's frequency again.
Whew. I've finished talking with them. Let's go back. Oh, almost forgot. This is for you. The harpour I wanted you to try before. Chilled is the best way to have it.
You need to rest before continuing this investigation. Your strength is spent.
Thank you for your help these past few days.
We're both from Renacita. I'm here by the Sentinel's will. This is simply my duty, for I was once blessed by the Sentinel. The blessings and freedoms they grant, I wish to share them with everyone across these islands.
The tidal blight is spreading faster. I'm afraid.
It's okay. Do not let it break you. One thing is certain. This anomaly stems from a specific power. Some facilities and records have been rewound nearly 2 decades back. We just need to find out why and who's responsible. The clock is ticking, but we still have a chance.
The mastermind behind this will be tricky to deal with.
Don't worry, I'll handle it. Compared to the darkness that once whispered in my ears, a tangible enemy is easier to face. Besides, the Righteous One will notice this anomaly when he arrives. Our moves so far will guide him forward.
You really trust him, don't you?
Yes, very much. We correct each other's mistakes and walk the path of salvation together. Trust in yourself too. One day, you will reclaim your name. As for those vile intentions lurking in the dark tide, we'll cut them off together. Now, shall we continue the investigation? Are you ready?
Absolutely. This is so exhausting. Dealing with these headaches takes more energy than fighting in the arena. What is it? You're radiating worry. If it's about tomorrow's final, maybe you should relax a bit.
Lupa, can you tell me more about Mia?
Sure, but why the sudden interest?
I'm just curious. I overheard some people talking about her earlier.
Well, contender Mia. I first heard about her from Domina Julia. Julia didn't like her. Probably because they once competed in the same Aegon. Mia disappeared after claiming the title, leaving that Aegon without an official champion. An ignorant fool! That's how Julia described her. Back then, I'd just been purchased by the Silvers, and I got curious about the story. Turns out, Mia spent almost all her time out of the arena training. Beyond the barest of needs, she devoted herself to honing her craft. That kind of dedication wasn't well regarded in Septimond back then. Rumor has it she got caught in dirty match fixing, cracked under the pressure and ran. Everyone has their breaking point. If she ran because of it, I don't blame her. Well, maybe I just handle these things better. Or maybe I just don't care about people's expectations. I'm not above the commercial events. It's how I made a name for myself, built my worth. As long as I'm in the arena, I'm happy. Applause comes and goes, but the things that matter, facilities, resources, opportunities, they don't come cheap. Septimont has its shadows, but some things still have to get done. I don't mind being used as long as whoever I work with knows where the line is. I know it's easy to turn a blind eye to the dirty games, but that's just handing Septimont over to the vultures. The Silvers played dirty in the arena I hold dear. They trampled over a line that should never be crossed. So, we're done. Look at it. How beautiful. To the great city of Septimont. Today's the final! Let's go! May victory be ours, and may you find the one you've been searching for. Look over there! That's Arsinosa.
So that's the guardian echo of Septimont. But there's something different about this Arsinosa compared to the one I saw confronting Cardathea.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to tell you something yesterday about Mia. Decades ago, during the Great Aegon, Mia disappeared on her way to receive the award. But before that, she did claim the title of the Bloody Aegon and even received Arsinosa's blessing. The current 2-on-2 matchup was only introduced thanks to Augusta and her predecessor. Before that, the matches were far more brutal. Gladiators were thrown into a chaotic free-for-all. To hype up the event, the organizers would unleash hordes of tacit discords into the arena. The last gladiator standing was crowned the victor. At least, changes have been made since then. Refined by flames and tempests, all that endures eventually becomes part of Septimont's legacy.
The day of the final is here. Arsinosa watches, and her significance is known to every Septimontian. It is etched in chronicles and sung in legends. If you seek the glory of Arsinosa's blessing, then fight with everything you have. Show me if any of you four possess the strength to earn the Guardian's recognition.
Listen, my fellow warrior. Those cheers are for us. They wait for us to give them a fight to remember. Are you ready to win this with me? Wonderful. Now, it's hunting time, my fellow warrior.
Wuthering Waves versus Beast Betting. Let the Aegon begin!
Strange. I feel that same tangled, colliding sensation again. One more time.
Ha! Perfect teamwork. You make quite the hunting party.
The wicked will face judgment! Wind howls, unfettered by bounds! Wind rises! The wicked. Hopefully this helps.
Ava?
Cardathia's frequency is getting stronger.
The wicked.
I never doubted that he would end up here.
One more time. Annihilation! Keep it together.
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
Wind howls. Unfettered by bounds! Hopefully this helps.
He has already given us salvation. And now, though we stand apart, we still fight together.
Whirl and Wuthering. Wind rises!
The Guardian that once protected the glory of Septimont, now reduced to this. Tragic. Finality tides, rise and crash! Furious tides, split the heavens!
Such is their blessing. Repent.
For silence beckons. Vexing malice. Quietus.
The haunting whispers return.
The formidable power once wielded to guard Septimont is now tainted by the dark tide. True form revealed at last. Salvation. Vexing malice. Charge forth with me.
The haunting whispers return.
I will grant you release and uncover the mastermind behind this chaos.
I can fly too.
Oceans, bow before me. Vexing malice. Exonerate. Quietus. Windstorm. Sweep all away.
Purge the impure. Huh? Such is their blessing. Huh? Huh? Repent.
For silence beckons. Torrents, rage on! Vexing.
Destroy! Begone, wicked souls! Righteous one, I'll be waiting for you at the end of the story.
What's wrong? You seem like you're somewhere else.
Lupa, how did we win?
We defeated our opponents?
I see. The bloody Aegon I experienced definitely wasn't a dream. It was like the real world overlapped with the anomalous one. I kept seeing Lupa and Mia overlap with each other as well.
Brilliant performance, warriors! Remember, this is more than just a title. It is a testament to your own strength and wisdom in overcoming your opponents. You've earned the right to claim it. This medal once belonged to a single champion, the last survivor standing in the ring. But I divided it into two. To remind you that just as we fight alongside echoes, the glory of Septimont is upheld by heroes who support one another, to remain steadfast. Fighting alone is commendable. However, true strength lies in protecting those beside you. The high tide draws near. I want all warriors heading to the hunting grounds to remember this.
That's interesting. Augusta, look. Another two of Vandalsonos' blessing.
You've done incredibly well.
As a gladiator, it's a great honor to claim the title with you. Let's savor this moment of glory and joy.
You plotted this tragedy.
No, madam, I wouldn't take all the credit. The architects of this tragedy were the Septimontians themselves. A collective murder so entertainingly woven, with blood on every hand. Who's left to point a finger? But I must admit, I'm astonished you would endure all this for strangers and lands you've never set foot on.
I don't need any grand reason to slay a villain like you. The Threnodian once sought to pull the entire Rinascita into the Dark Tide, but it failed. And so will you.
Madam, surely you know you alone cannot undo my story.
Alone. He will come here and find a way to finish this. And I will make your so-called perfect play spiral out of control. Silent, hollow words. The dark tide engulfing the city of glory. All shall be swept away by the winds at the story's end!
You've come, warrior! The mighty guardian, Arudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming. But she is still an echo and can't talk.
These sounds.
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source of strength for Septimontians.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered, indistinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont, but the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together? I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no? Perfect. Let's head out.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something. Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue. These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you.
That was very nice. And can I just say, that's why I want Cardathea. She seems like a god level threat. Like, I'm into power fantasy, like I know. So like when it comes to like extremely powerful beings, angels, god level, like I'm into that. And I get those vibes from her. Of course, I know, after she got her memory and everything, I did that whole quest. And that's why Rover is looking for her, because she left. And I thought like she was on a quest to get stronger. And I wish her transformed state was her permanent state and not this mix of teenage and then adult. Like, just do the adult. That's her actual true form, right? Why do we got to do the teenage stuff? But anyway, that whole cutscene was, she was just badass, and I like playing her even though I almost died several times. I would like, that was my first time playing her, and I would like, I very much would like for them to do a rerun of her so that I can get her character and play her. She's super cool. Her abilities are super cool, and the in-story canon, just, she was just badass in those scenes. All right, that's my little spiel. Now we'll continue on with the rest of the story. No commentary.
It's time.
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once? Here. With me, all or nothing. Into the spotlight! I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Veil of Glory. You are from my homeland. Septimont.
That girl just now, that was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathia, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathia arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her. If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Threnodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Threnodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Threnodian controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunesi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. And it was there she vanished. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Threnodian's corruption. Thelova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Thenodians' control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan? When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathia's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Thenodians' presence. Did they cross paths? If Cardathia is part of the story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Thenodians' influence? Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the Dark Tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong? Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is that so? I don't know what's weighing on your mind, but you accepted my invitation, and we fought as one in the arena. As a warrior, I trust the clash of steel far more than words. The traces of the blade reflect the soul of its wielder. All right. Don't wear that face. Whatever it is, I trust you'll make the right call. Septimont is my city. Don't let it lose its glory or pride. Will you promise me that, warrior?
I'll do what I can. It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide where it must go.
I hear cowering prey.
Glory is upon us!
Rectify. Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone.
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing. It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks... power. Needs home.
More Tacit Discord, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted. Just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears, as well as Tacit Discords.
I hear coward.
Together we howl! Hut! Triumph at the spear tip! With me!
The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
Lupa?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Okay. Thou carry the scent of Cardathia.
Not just knowledge. You've stolen the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Thenodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim. Wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction. On the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter.
The quill will fall. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Kartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the Great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Kartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumed Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Kartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Kartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Kartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters.
I won't let your trust be misplaced.
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. Is the warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly. In a past story, I came here with Kartathea.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Cartesian. You saved me, but I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I had tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Renacita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Septimont. Can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean...
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, Calcharo. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
I'm close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Calcharo must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Ah, of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try.
covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
I hear cowering prey.
The fight is on! Into the spotlight! Here!
Cowering prey.
With me! Glory is upon us!
That's some attack.
With me! To victory! Bleed, Phil!
Glorious.
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
I hear cowering prey.
With me! To victory! With me!
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts. Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? Huh. The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know, Septimonte's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her. I hear coward.
The fight is on! Into the spotlight!
prey.
Triumph at the spear tip! Die, evil!
Ooh, now's the second half.
Glory is upon us!
The shame.
With me! With me! To victory! Please, Phil!
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. Ugh, the irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city. Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the Rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger. I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tide swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood. Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodian's designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
I hear cowering prey.
The fight is on! Flee, Phil! Boom!
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
A warrior dies with honor.
I think I need to pay attention to my health.
I hear cowering prey.
Triumph at the spear tip! Break, darkness!
You get first dibs.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. Verina. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartafia, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
We were raised by them. You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you, and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh, I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me. Kartathea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people. Not the Sentinel, and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Kartathea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Rinasita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance.
I believe in you. Warrior.
the eternal sun! I will slay you!
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was wrought. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of Renacita? Kneel close her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Together we howl with me! Face triumph at the spear tip! His glory is upon us!
Unite with me!
With me! To victory! Boom! With me! Into the spotlight!
A human life is nothing more than a scream between life and death. Pray to me!
Burn to dust! With me! The fight is on! Break darkness! With me! To victory! Die, evil! Together we howl! Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love! Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury! To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
Lupa!
It's real! Both of you are safe.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Ah! Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Rover, are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we? When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time, and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo, and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation. In this sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory. In truth, Mia has long since passed, and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon. I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks, a limitation of his resonance ability. This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the Dark Tide upon Septimont. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires 2 key conditions: victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy Renacita. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye, the other a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be for Lova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacita?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have. Is there anything else you wish to ask? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the Dark Tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger. Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cordothea. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go.
The event that brought forth the Dark Tide, it must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. It repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything. All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the Dark Tide, unable to escape. Until I met Cartothea. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Veil of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse, and was using the Fraxidus' Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. My death. Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the Dark Tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonora world created by the Fraxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Cartothea didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Cartothea saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimon and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian, and my body disappeared before Cartothea's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cartothea gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Threnodian's control. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fraxidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, still lingering within her, finally awakened. The Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. It formed an alliance with the Fraxidus. The last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part of it. Tortured and ravaged. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well. Though, thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Yes, it was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Cartothea, I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimon. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub? Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimon.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it. It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
That direction, it leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit discords.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest. Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first. It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think, she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful. Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments. And all our hopes.
That was super long. I was not expecting that quest to be so long. We are going to end it there. I enjoyed it for the most part. I was not expecting to like Lupa. I do like her. Yeah, so she may be on my radar to pull. She was fun to play. And of course, I love all the Cardathea scenes, the adult goddess level Cardathea.
I see my way clear.
Yeah, you do too, Calc. So that was fun. Thanks for watching and joining. Again, I don't really do commentary during these. I just try to focus on the story and not have to constantly react. So kind of stuff I like to watch. So why not make what I like to watch, right? Thanks again for joining. We will continue going through the quest and story so that we can get to the bosses and areas that we need so that we can farm for Qiuyuan. All right. As always, think deep, play slow, and I'll check you later.